Hello everyone. This is part 2 video, how to create the sample form design with FlatLaf. So in this part we going to design more option and then we will connection to the database. So now create the text field for search. And we add JLabel here for title. Change text field variable name. And label title. Then go to create the FlatLaf style. First we style to the label title. Change font to bold, and add font size +5. And then style to text field. So we need remove all the border. And for text field background we set as the panel background. Here we get the search box, and then we need create the placeholder text. And we need small search icon at the left. So here we use text field leading icon property. And I have search SVG icon, now copy to the project. So next we're going to create the action button here. Extends this class from JButton. Then we can style this button here. For this button style, we use same as the text field, so copy style here. Now run the project to compile the class. Then create the action button, by move it to the frame. So next we're going to create Popup form and design the form to create the employee. Now create new JPanel class. And we design the input form. This for field date, so we use the J-formatted text field. And field salary we also use J-formatted text field, so we can format the value here. For positions we use JComboBox. And for description we use JTextArea. Then select all, and select this option for align left in column. And select all J label, and set alignment to trailing. And select all this component again, and check this option to resize the horizontal. So we can see here, the component will resize width when we change the frame size. Now change the all variable name. And for this text area we set the line wrap and wrap style word to true. And for date we use date picker library. Here move the date picker class. And drop outside the panel here. So we see the date picker object in the other component. Now change variable name. Then go here to set the date picker editor. And we set the option close after selected to true. So the date picker pop-up will close after selected date. So next we going to show the create form with pop-up when click new here, but first we need go to install the glass pane pop-up with the JFrame. And we need install notifications library with this JFrame. Now double click on this new button here. So here when user click on new button, we will show the create form with pop-up. Create panel create object. And create default option for glass pane pop-up. For this option we need override method close when click outside, we return true, so the pop-up will close when user click on the pop-up background. And here for action button, so we use to button, cancel and save. Now call the glass pane pop-up to show this create panel. But we use simple pop-up border. Here put the create object and title name. This for action button. And pop-up callback action to get the user action click. So is I equal 1, it mean user click on save button, so we need save data. Then for other action, close the pop-up. And we have the pop-up option, so put in here. But we need custom some style to these component. So we going to style by using FlatLaf style properties. Add new package as themes. And create FlatLaf properties. Then go to main method to register this file style. Here put the package name. But we see here, the date picker pop-up has block by glass pane pop-up, and also the combo box pop-up. To fix this, we need enable the pop-up force heavyweight to true. Now we see the pop-up here, so next we create the round border to this text area. And we need change the text area margin. And we add style to the toast notification background. So next we're going to create the database, so I'm using Navicat. Right-click on the connection and select New Database, for database name as SampleDB. And create new employee table. For employee ID we set as primary key, then check auto increment and unsigned. For positions ID we set not null and unsigned. Then save as table employee. Create new table as positions. And we create the relationship for positions, by select this, then move from foreign key to primary key. On delete and update we use cascade. And for table positions I have sample data here. So next we're going to connect to this database. This is my DBCP tutorial project that I have uploaded in previous video, so we can copy the connection class in this project, for link I will put in the description this video. Now create new package as connection. And create class as database connection. Then copy all this code. And we can change the host name, or port, so use 3305. And this for database name, use SampleDB. This for username and password. Now go to main class to make connection. We need try catch. Then call method connect to database in class database connection. In catch here we can print the error if we fail to connect. Now we can run it. Here no any error message, so we has connect success. We can delete this test data. And next we're going to create the service. Create new package as service. And here create service position. And create service employee. And we need model data, so create new package as model. And create model position and model employee. So in model positions we create the positions field, positions ID and positions name. Encapsulation all field, and create constructor. Now go to service position, and we select all data from table positions. Create method getAll, and this method will return list of model positions. Sure list we use from java.util, not AWT list. And create the connection object from java.sql. Prepared statement to execute SQL statement. And result set, to get data after execute, so all class from package java.sql. Change this to finally, and close all. Then first create new connection here. And create prepare statement. So here use SQL query, select all field from table positions. Then use method execute query, and this method will return the result set. And then create list of model positions. Use while loop to get all row from the result set object. Then add new model positions to list. And return this list. So now we can use this method to get all positions from database. So next go to service employee. We need create service position into this service. So when we create service employee object, we also can use service positions. Here method to get service positions, and we initialize service when service is null. We do this because we want the object initialize only we use it. So if we not use the service positions, the object has no initialize, so it can save the memory. So next go to main form. And we create service employee here. When we click new button here, we has show the pop-up. Now go to form create. Here we need show all positions in this combo box. By create public method load data here. We need service employee here. Then we need try catch. Here we use method get service positions from service employee, and call method get all. Then add this positions object to the combo box. But we get error, because the combo box accepts string as combo box item, we can see here. So we need make it accept the object, by go to combo box properties. Select on tab code, and we change the type parameters here from string to object. Now no any error here. And here we see it change to object. Now go to main form again. So we can call method to load data here. And pass the service employee here. We get error because we forget initialize the service employee. So we can initialize here. But the combo box item may not render the position's name, because we add the positions object as the item. So how to make the combo box render the position's name? By go to model positions and we need override the method to string, then return the position's name. Now we see the position's name here. So next we're going to save the employee data. Go to service employee, add new method as create. Need one parameter as model employee. We can copy code from this. We now need the result set, and remove all this. And change select query to insert query. We now need to insert field employee ID because it auto increment. But we not yet create field to employee model, now go to create it. For date we use date from java.sql. Encapsulation all field, and create constructor. Now go to service employee and fill the data to prepared statement. And then call method execute. Now go to main form, we need save data here, but we need data model employee from form create. Go to form create here, and create new method to get the data from user input. For date we need check is date picker has selected, so if it's selected, we convert the local date object to SQL date, because the date picker has returned the local date. But if it not selected we set null. For salary we use JFormatted text field, so we use method getValue. And for comma box position, the method getSelectedItem return the object, so we need convert back to model positions. Then return new with model employee. For ID we set 0, because we know use to insert. So now we can save it. After save we close the pop-up, and show notification success message. In catch error here we can print the message. So we get the message success, and now go to check data in table. Here data has inserted, and thank you everyone for watching, see you next video.